Can you guys hear me now? You should be able to hear me now. So you guys should be able to hear me. Everything looks good now, I think. So so we're just gonna go through what's happening with the Ethereum merge and just stay up, and just see what's happening because it's a big event in the history of crypto. Right? And I want to use this example or what's happening just to like use it as a teaching session, even take you guys back to the beginning of Ethereum, talk about what's happening, where it's coming, why it's so impactful, while we wait for this merge to take place. So that's really what we want to do. Answer any questions, just have like a kind of like a waiting party. I know a lot of you guys are invested in Ethereum, otherwise you wouldn't be here, right? I need you guys to share this live with as many people as possible. Please, if you're in, please click the like button uh, and leave a comment. Uh, I would appreciate that. So give me a second to set this up. I'm a little behind. Sorry about that. So I'm here, like I said, to answer any question that you guys have about what's happening right now. Um, Give me a second here. Uh, so we got like right now we got a couple of hours before the merge is complete. So what happens? Let me see. The nap was too good. Yeah. So, like I said, we're just waiting right now. We got about an hour and $39. I mean, hour and 39 left before we actually reach the target, which the target blocks for uh, the merge to take place. So here we are. So right. All right. So there we go. Right. So this is we got like an hour and 38 minutes, 49 seconds before the merge actually happens. Right. So what's going to happen on this merge is they have two Ethereum blockchains they have to merge together. And then they have to reset the blockchain and they have to reset the blocks. So it's going to take, a couple of hours probably to complete that. And after that, we'll have a whole new Ethereum blockchain by the morning. So the reason why they're doing this is because it's just a natural step forward in the Ethereum blockchain's, evolution, right? Is that we started crypto, 2009. And remember, any technology, that's why, and we talked about this on live earlier, any technology that exists, any technology that comes out, any technology that's new is not going to be 100% at first. You have to think about technology innovation like this. It's always iterations. So first iteration, you got to get a product out there to see what the public needs, what the consumer needs, and you make developments from there. And these same business principles, adopting the same development principles, can be used in your everyday businesses. Like some of you guys got businesses out there. So the key is to get something out to the public, right? Then you let the public decide what they want, what they need, where the problems are, and you make iterations based on that. So that's what's happening now is that we realize the gas is too expensive. We realize that the transactions are too slow. We realize that it's using a lot of energy, and it's affecting the environment. So this is a natural evolution in the path of cryptocurrency. And this is what we're talking about here, is that these things will continue to evolve, continue to get better, continue to change history. And that's what's happening right now. We're watching it live. And one day in the future, you guys are going to be telling you watching this, you being around when the first Ethereum merge happened. It's a pretty big event in the history of, like I said, Bitcoin and blockchain technology. So, like I said, I'm trying to stay up for hours, walk you guys through and answer any questions you have. Uh, so, got a question. So, this is actually a good question. So, somebody asked, how will Ethereum be able to mine after the merge? Well, that's going to change a lot, because you won't, right now, you mine Ethereum with graphic processor units, right? So, you're able to mine Ethereum by using the power of your graphics card, right? Now, that's going to, right? So, it's going to be, that's what are moving to proof of stake. Proof of stake is that you have to stake Ethereum to be able to mine, quote unquote, mine Ethereum, not the right term, but mine Ethereum, right? So that means for you to mine it, you not only have a powerful computer, the power of the processor doesn't matter anymore. It's going to be the amount of Ethereum that you put to stake your system or node. That's what we're moving towards. Where I'm going to provide value and support the network with the power of my computer or graphic processing unit. We're moving towards, I'm going to provide value and support the network with the Ethereum into my node. I'm going to stake it there. I'm going to make a return staked Ethereum. And in turn, I'm going to make the network more secure, valuable. So there is a complete move forward in in the thinking or the concept of cryptocurrency. It's not something small. This is big. This is huge. This is a complete change in direction of everything. 99% of cryptos are proof of work, right? 99%. And we're moving towards a proof of work concept. And it's going to happen in an hour and 30 minutes. One of the biggest changes in history. So, did we lose audio? Now people are talking about they don't have audio. Did we lose any audio? And I got a good question. Long-term play. Remember, we're in a bear market, so we're not sure how this is going to play out. But like I said, is I believe that the how is it doing that? Battery exhausted. Oh man, that's crazy, man. Would be crazy. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Sorry about that. The mic wasn't it's not working good, so I had to switch cameras. So like I said, is that we're just watching the wait party. Hopefully, like I said, the video is good, the audio is good now. So like I said, this is a long term play, right? It's not going to happen tomorrow, right? So that's what a lot of people are thinking is that we're going to get these gains tomorrow, and the odds are we probably won't. It's probably going to take a while to get the gains. Yeah, I don't send out. I'm not. Somebody says I didn't send out an alert about my live. Yeah, it was kind of too late. I didn't want to send it out at 12 at night. I didn't send it out. Yeah, so yeah, we're watching, waiting for the merge. So right now we got an hour and 29 minutes before the merge happens. Get this bigger. So here we go. Yes, we got about an hour and 28 minutes. Like I said, is that we're just here. Can Bitcoin ever have a merge? The thing about Bitcoin is that, so that's a good question. Can Bitcoin ever have a merge? Now, the thing about Bitcoin is that there's no like Vitalik, who is the creator of Ethereum. He has a lot of power over where it's going to go and what it's going to happen. Now he doesn't have a whole power because it is decentralized, but he has a lot of power. So so that being said, uh Bitcoin doesn't have like a central person like that. So decisions are a lot more difficult and more cumbersome to make in Bitcoin as opposed to Ethereum. So I don't know if something this simple can happen to Bitcoin. It'll take a lot more work, and all the miners would have to be in agreement, which they probably wouldn't be. And that that's what would make Bitcoin doing a merge like this with Bitcoin would be difficult. The reason why it's called the merge is because they're putting together two blockchains and putting them and making them into a single blockchain. And this is the reason why it's called Mainnet and the other blockchain, and they're going to put those together. Like I need you guys to do something for me. If you're watching this live, please. Live right now. Let me see how many likes I got. I should have got 137 people in there. That many likes. I don't. I bet you I don't. Let me check. I bet you I only have like a few likes. So let me see. Likes I got. Yeah, I got. Y'all net man. They got 139 people. Only got 39 likes. At least if you don't want to like, put a dislike. I'd rather that. Just something, right? So how many questions we got? There's another one. He said the jet's still on the ground. That's true. It's 140. We're about an hour and 10 minutes, 100 hour and 20 minutes away from the merge taking place. The merge is, for those of you who are just joining, there's a fundamental change in the cryptocurrency is done all over the world. It's a direction. It's nothing small. A lot of people small, what this is huge. If we do get through with this, and it does happen like we're thinking, it's going to change the way crypto is done from here on out. And it's going to change a lot of aspects of all our lives, right? Because it's even a change in the way that crypto is incentivized. This is one of the big purges. I'm not saying but I'm just saying that this is one of the concerns of what could possibly happen with the merge, right? One of the people think, because remember, right now, if I could get together $1,000, $2,000, even less, Ethereum mining rig, and I start mining Ethereum. Now I won't get that much, but it'll be better than nothing, right? Also, let me before I stop this, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please. But back to what I was so if I wanted to make some money, I can go get a mining rig and make a little bit of Ethereum. But now you're going to have to stake 32 Ethereum into that machine to be able to receive any rewards from the Ethereum network. It's like 1,800, 60,000, about $50,000. So I have to have $50,000 at minimum to be able to stake Ethereum. We could pool our money. I can give a little, you can get a little, we can make a little bit. So they're talking about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10% returns are when you stake your Ethereum. Now, there's been a lot of concerns about that because it's shifting incentivization of crypto away from the small man to the rich man, which is okay because I'm rich, but I don't make it an even field though. And it's not going to be even because now you got to have $50,000 even to be able to play in the game. But this does give us some I got this other one up. Let me see. So better, I don't know. Let me know if the audio's. So is the audio still choppy? It should be a little better now. I don't know. Let me know if it's better. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. So like I said, we got about an hour to 15 minutes left before the merge happens. So right now we're just waiting for it to happen, see what's going on. And just have a party answering any questions you guys have. We got an hour and 23 minutes before the merge takes place. There we go. At 22 minutes before the merge takes place. So what we're expecting here is we're expecting a pretty smooth transaction. We're not expecting the big Ethereum's price to do much. immediately after. And now this is the reason why somebody asked me earlier. They were like, hey, when we're looking at stocks, there's a concept in the stock market called buy on the news, sell on the rumor. Buy on the rumor, sell on the news. That means that when there's an event on the horizon, what we do is that if we can predict the event, we buy stocks early. As the event approaches, we sell the stocks off, because once the event happens, there's a sell-off because there's no longer any anticipation. There's no longer any excitement. So people start selling the stocks off. We try to anticipate that and sell before they do. All right. And people are saying, is this a spawn rumor selling the news event for crypto? Now, I don't believe that, because historically, in the last 10, 12 years, that hasn't existed or been displayed in cryptocurrency. And a lot of theories say, look, cryptocurrency is not a mature market. Stocks are, so people know how to predict it, how, what's coming, how to understand what's coming. And crypto's not really mature yet. So like I said, is that even in the Bitcoin halvings, which happen every 4 years, the results don't happen until 3, 4, 5, 6 months after that. But the Bitcoin halving is a predictable event. If it was a mature market, there would be a rise in the price up to that event and a sell-off right after. But because the market's not mature, like the stock market, there's normally a delayed reaction to that halving. So I believe that in this Ethereum merge, it's going to be a delayed reaction to the merge, because a lot of the big banks, big money, they don't know how to judge this. This never happened before. They don't even know if it's going to work. They don't even know if the whole blockchain could blow up tonight. Nobody knows. Nobody's ever done this before. This is something that's never been done. Not on this scale, not for a worldwide technology, not so seamlessly. So because of this, a lot of the big banks, big corporations, the banks, the wealthy and the elite, they're risk averse with things like this. They're going to step back and say, let's see what's going to happen. And if it doesn't, if it happens and everything goes out well, they'll start buying a month or two from now. But the way we beat them is that we buy now. We can beat them at their own game. Like I said, if you're just joining the live, please click please give me a like. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. We're going to stay on for another hour and 20 minutes until the merge is started. Somebody says there's manipulation, and there's a lot of manipulation. Manipulation exists in all markets. Now, you go back to the first stock ever. Now, the first stock that was ever created was the Dutch, what was it? The West Dutch company. I forget the name of it, but it was a Dutch company that shipped goods from from India, right? I forget what it was. It was like the East Dutch Company, I forget the name. Regardless, is that taking a ship to India was a huge undertaking in the 1500s. So no one person could take that much liability. So they decided to get 100 investors together, go to the government and make sure none of them were going to be held liable if something happened to that boat, somebody died or whatever. And they said, we're all going to invest and then we're going to share in the profits, but none of us going to be liable personally. So if the ship don't work, we each only lose a small amount of money. If the ship does come back, we all get a lot of money. That was how the first stock market ever got created, was based on that. And the stock is actually a term they use in shipping. The stock that you have on the ship, it's a shipping term. So when they created they had the first boats and they created stocks in the boats companies, right? And then maybe a year or so later, they had a stock market where they would trade these stocks. Within weeks, there was manipulation in that market. Manipulation is always going to happen. It's a part of doing life. It's a part of business, a part of the world. Now, I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying we should accept it, but you got to know that that's a part of the world. There's manipulation in politics, manipulation in the banking, finance, everything. That's part of the game they play. So don't let manipulation scare you from stuff, because stocks are manipulated. Gold is manipulated. Silver is manipulated. The housing market's manipulated. The employment market's manipulated. Every market is manipulated by somebody. Now, I'm not saying it's not. It could be mostly fair, 90% fair, but it's always somebody trying to get an edge and manipulate markets. Yeah, Calvin is right. They got the ships insured by Lloyd's of London. Like I said, I'm very long term on my Ethereum. Like I said, if you're just joining, please give me a like or two. You only give me one like, I guess. And can you please give me if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. So we got a good target across CN. Okay, so we got a good uh, from our analyst. Uh, any questions, guys? I'm here to answer any questions you guys have for the next 2 hours. The next hour and a half, really. All right, so we're just waiting for the merge. We got about an hour and 15 minutes before the merge happens. So, like I said, is that we're just waiting for the merge. How many do you recommend to have? Okay, so we got a good question. Somebody says, how many Ethereum do you recommend to have for the next 10 years? Now, a lot of predictions have Ethereum going to going to 30, 40, $50,000, right? So if that does happen, you won't need but a few. So it's hard to judge how many Ethereums you need. I don't know, right? Because it depends on what the price is. It depends on what the demand, depends on what your lifestyle is, depends on how much money you got free. But I would always say invest in whatever you can afford to lose. You never want to invest what you can't afford to lose. It causes you to make crazy decisions. Uh, so you have to make sure that you invest what you can afford to lose. I want to ask a question. Somebody just did a super chat, and I appreciate you, Elisardo. So I appreciate that. And like I said, you guys can also, you do a super chat. I'll make sure I get your question if you do a super chat. Um, so I wanted to say is that there's two Ethereums out there. And I get that question on Ethereum Classic and Ethereum, the regular fork. And like people always ask me, they say, why are there two Ethereums? Well, the reason why there are two Ethereums is that back in 2016, there was a DAO out. It was Decentralized Autonomous Organization. Now, Ethereum was the first crypto that ever came out that you can program stuff on top of, like companies, applications, other tokens, NFTs, smart contracts, all these things you could program on top of it. So one of the first biggest experiments for programmable blockchain was what's called a DAO, Decentralized Autonomous Organization, a company that runs on the blockchain that doesn't have an owner and is run by the collective. So somebody created a DAO. I forget what it was. And a lot of people who had the first people who had Ethereum in 2016 invested their money into this DAO. It was like something like a third or fourth of, it was like 30, 40% of all Ethereum in existence at the time was in this DAO, locked up in a smart contract. And a hacker figured out a way to milk the money out of that smart contract. So he was on Twitter bragging about how much he couldn't take it all at once, but he could take it like slowly. Like he created some loop or something, like kind of dripped it out. But all of these people, the early investors in Ethereum, were watching their Ethereum get stolen. And there was nothing nobody could do about it because once you deploy a blockchain, you can't do anything. You can do a merge later, but you can't change. The purpose of a blockchain is decentralized. Nobody's supposed to have any control over it. So that even applies to theft. That's why you got to be careful with hackers. Because let me see. Because a hacker, when hackers get your crypto, you're not getting it back because that's how it is, right? So so even if somebody starts to steal from a major smart contract or something, nobody can stop anybody. You can't be stopped, right? Because of that, and they pressured the developers and the founders of Ethereum to create another blockchain. That's the only way you could get the money back is go back in time, create a secondary blockchain, a copy of, like, go back in, let's say, for example, blockchains are like, it's a blocks of data, right? So you could go back in time before the stole that money. You can go back in time before that person stole the money, create a second blockchain, and then go forward from there. So that's what they did. But a lot of the original miners didn't agree with that. They said, no, we don't agree with you rolling the blockchain back and put a second blockchain on. We know that it's theft. We know that somebody stole it, but that's defeat. That goes against everything we thought blockchain was supposed to be. So some miners stayed on the original blockchain, and some miners went over to the new blockchain. Most people went to the new one. But those miners that stayed at the old blockchain stayed, and they called it Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic is the original fork of Ethereum that hasn't changed since that happened. So that's what it was about. I appreciate you, Chris Williams. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that, man. I appreciate you showing me your appreciation. Thank you so much, man. So I got a good question here. So we got a real good question. Let me see. So somebody says, what does this merge mean for somebody who owns Ethereum, right? And I'll tell you right now what it means is that with this merge, Ethereum is going to be faster, more efficient, with cheaper fees. Now, the reason why we invest in assets is because we believe in the future, the demand is going to be higher than it is today. right? That's the only that's one of the main reasons things go up in values, because the demand is higher. Now, let me think. If Ethereum's already worth today $1,600, whatever it's worth, what is it worth? Let me see. The price of Ethereum right now is 1604. If it's worth 1604 per Ethereum, and it can only process 15 transactions per second, where do you think it's going to be when it can process 100,000 after this merge is over? Where do you going to think it's going to be if the gas prices are 10 times cheaper? Where do you think it's going to be? 9% less electricity to process transactions, faster, more efficient network. It didn't cost us anything to do. The price will respond positively over the next few months. And it's almost an obvious play for me. I can't tell you what I could tell you what to do, but I'm telling you what I'm doing. And somebody says gas prices won't go down to 2023. Well, it's already 22. I mean, 6 months from now, 4 months from now, I'm sorry. So hey, that's 2023 is not that far off as it sounds. CA Pass Builder will make the Golden State one of the first states to require crypto business to obtain a special license to operate. Yeah, I mean so Chris says California just passed a bill that will make Golden State one of the first states to require crypto related to operate, right? So, like I said, I believe that's going to be probably pretty common going forward. I believe so. And the reason is because crypto has to be more rated for people to accept it. That's just what's going to happen going forward. And because it's going to be so powerful, people can make a lot of money. Anytime those industries like that almost always end up being heavily regulated. So I believe it's going to eventually be heavily regulated. So we got a good question here. Will Ethereum surpass Bitcoin in value? That's one of the things I talk about. I strongly believe that eventually Ethereum will be the number one crypto in the world. A lot of people give me a lot of flack for that, but it's based on a lot. It's not based on just me believing it. It's based on a lot of things. One is you got to remember, almost all NFTs, almost all smart contracts, almost all ERC20 tokens are built on Ethereum. Now, that means that a lot of the tokens you like, Dogecoin, a lot of these tokens, if Ethereum ceases to exist, they all cease to exist because they're built on the Ethereum blockchain. Most of your NFTs that you love are built on the Ethereum blockchain. Most of the smart contracts, most of the DAOs. Ethereum is the base ecosystem that almost the entire crypto world has to move forward. Now, when something's that fundamentally powerful in an ecosystem, it has to take the number one spot eventually. It's just a matter of time. Bitcoin is, even though I love Bitcoin also, it's an old technology. It's been out for 12 years. They cannot make updates fast enough because of the structure of how it was created. And it's just, and it's not built for what is going to come into the future. So I think, like I said, give it, I say 5 years, maybe even 10, Ethereum will be the number one cryptocurrency in the world. Now, if you're just joining, I need you guys to do two things for me. Please like this comment. Please like this video. Let me see how many likes I got. I probably around 100 likes yet. I got 110 likes, but there's 170 people in there. I should have at least like 20, 30 more likes. So if you guys can do me a favor and just like the video, and if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. So we got about an hour and 30 minutes, hour and 3 minutes until the merge takes place. So I'm going to try to stay on until this countdown is down to 0. We'll stay on. We'll talk. And if you guys can do me a favor, share the live with some of your friends, drop some likes, and drop a like, If you're not already subscribed to the channel, subscribe. If you want to be part of our CNC, text the word CNC to 888-709-2614. So, like I said, if you guys have any questions, just you know, put them in the chat. If you wanna drop some super chats, I'd really appreciate that. So, like I said, if you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat. Or if you let me see how many likes I got so far, because I think y'all are being kind of stingy with the likes. Let me see. Now I got 149 likes. Y'all doing a good job. I appreciate you. Let me see. Yeah, I got 169 viewers, so y'all doing a good job. Like I said, I'm here to answer any questions and talk you through the merge. Uh, and just Victor says she can't wait till you get paid in 2 hours. Join the CNC. I appreciate bill collector, and you won't be disappointed. Yep. Should I buy a coin? So how will this merge affect XRP going forward? I don't think it won't affect XRP that much, but it could do great things for the cryptocurrency ecosystem in general. So somebody says, is Ethereum 2.0 the result of this merge? Yeah, I mean, Ethereum 2.0 is not really a set version number. It's more like a concept. So I think that, yeah, I mean, by concept, yeah, it is a Ethereum 2.0. That's a hard, as a big change. I would like that. We're talking when you say 2.0, that's what software versioning numbers. So in the software versioning, what the dot means is that anything after the dot is a small change. Anything before the dot is a big change. So 1.0 is the first Ethereum. So any little changes, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. So we're in 2.0, and I would consider this a 2.0 move because it is a big change. So it would be a complete version change before the dot. So yeah, I think it is. I would consider it 2.0. Man, ain't nobody getting a super chat. Somebody says CNC confusing. Maybe I get an initial intel on how things work. Well, the CNC is a Discord group in which we give out crypto and stock plays and signals. And we also have classes, we have a community, we have lives. We do a lot of great things in there to not only increase your mindset or shift your mindset, but we actually give you executable plays that you can use to make your investments. We don't tell you what to do; we just tell you what we're doing. But it's a great community. Anybody that's in there that's joined right now will tell you that it's a great community. So how much more time for the merge? We got 58 minutes and 37 seconds. Jay, see somebody just put uh, Ethereum CNC is worth the investment. So I'm gonna put the information on screen so you guys could just text the word CNC to 888-709-2614. So, like we said, we're just waiting for the merge, answering any questions you guys have, and just having a great time here. So, somebody asked me a question: how much Ethereum will you buy if the merge fails and it drops to 3? Well, if the merge fails, that's pretty bad, man. So I don't know, man. So I mean, like, I doubt that it happened. I highly doubt it. But if the merge failed, that's bad. I mean, that would be pretty harmful to the entire cryptocurrency community. If this failed, I don't see how crypto could recover. I mean, it could. Bitcoin would probably just take over and Ethereum man, that'd be bad though. It would take years for crypto to recover if this failed. And what's the funny thing is that it's in the hands of like 10, 20 people, a worldwide currency that could change the trajectory of a lot of things in this world are controlled by a handful of people, maybe like six. That's kind of scary, right? So what you missed, you didn't miss nothing, Mig Stats. We're just talking, waiting for the merge. What's happening? We got about 6 minutes and 8 seconds before the merge happens. Anthony Hector. The thing about the CNC is it's $39 a month right now, and I'm gonna probably raise the price here in the next week or two. I mean, somebody made like I told you the week before, people made like 14 times their money, so they can afford the extra price, right? waiting. So, like I said, I'm here to answer any questions you guys have, explain things to you as we break them down or as they come to pass, and just trying to. Somebody says, "Why does this feel like Y2K?" It kind of does, right? It kind of does. I've been with the CNC for almost a year. I learned so much. I made to put that up. I would see. We try to make sure things are in the CNC are beneficial. I don't want to, like I said, we don't want to take somebody's money and uh and not provide value back. So if it failed, it would scare. Yeah, if it failed, it would scare some people, man. Like it'd be years before it recovered. It'd be bad. I mean, but I'm not saying it wouldn't recover because I'm pretty sure it would, but it would take a long time, man. Yeah, we got like I said, if you're new to this channel, please please give me a like and also please hit the subscribe button. Like I said, we're waiting for the Ethereum merge to take place here in the next 51 minutes. We're using this time to answer any questions, make sure we learn about not only the investment side of Ethereum, but also in the technology side. That was a great decision, Deborah. I'm glad to have you join the CNC. So we got a good question. Is it too late to join, to invest in Ethereum? Now, Ethereum came out in 2015. We're in 2022. That's 7 years. Now let's think about where we were 7 years into digital cameras. Now, the digital camera, I say this a lot because I want you guys to understand where we are. The first digital camera was created in 1975 by Kodak. Now, let's say digital cameras didn't become commonplace until the early 2000s. That's 25 years before that technology was everywhere. So if we would have in 1982 and I would have came to you and said, hey, are we early in investing in digital camera or are we late? Because that was 7 years ago when it was invented. We were still very early in that technology, very early. Because the thing about technology is that it takes a long time for adoption. That's one thing I'm going to talk about in my book. I have talked about in my book. It said the editors now, it's going to be out in 2 months, is that understanding the adoption cycle in technology, new products, new services can make you a lot of money. An adoption cycle is simply the phases in which people join new tech, new concepts, new services, new products. And if you're able to identify where you are in that cycle, you can you invest accordingly, make a lot of money. But you got to know where you are because depending on where you are in the cycle, you can make money different ways. And that's one big concept I've done to build my wealth, and I'm going to share it with you guys in my book. And it comes out, like I said, in December. I got a question here. So you can get how would airdrop for Ethereum last hour or two, will it be qualified, and for the snapshot. So I'm assuming that the blockchain is going to be, let's see, so uh, airdrop for Ethereum work. I'm assuming you're talking about when they merge the two blockchains, and you'll get, so the snapshot more than likely has already happened. I don't know when the snapshot happened, but it wouldn't be this close to the merge. So I don't believe you're qualified for the airdrop, but I don't know for sure. But I mean, we can look it up. But I think that snapshot was probably taken a while back. It couldn't have been this close. They wouldn't have time enough to do it. It's only 58 minutes, 49 minutes. Now, if you bought it like 2, 3 days ago, you'll qualify. So we got a question. Do you think it's a bad thing that Ethereum has a developer available, unlike Bitcoin, how Satoshi bounced? Now, I don't know, because the thing about Satoshi and Vitali's the creator of Ethereum, Satoshi's the creator of Bitcoin, is that we've never seen a situation like this in business or technology. So we really don't know how it's going to turn out. Now, like in Bitcoin's case, the founder's gone. Like he said, he bounced, he's gone. And that seemed to do well because it still survived, it's still doing good, and they don't need a founder. So it kind of proves how secure and how safe the network is, because the founder's not there and it's still working. It must be pretty secure. Then we got Vitali, who created Ethereum, and he's heading the charge. We have a central character that we can look to for inspiration, for leadership, for decision making. So that's going to be one of the biggest things that gets revealed over the next 5 to 10 years. Which one of these scenarios is the best? Because we don't know yet. That's something that we cannot tell until it happens. Is having a founder that you can look to for inspiration, leadership, is that the right way? Or is it best if the founder just leaves and let the technology evolve on its own? That's a question that we're going to have to find out over the next few years. I don't know. I really don't know what the best way is, right? I used to think that the founder leaving was the best way. But when Ethereum came out in 2015, and I saw how that progressed, how rapidly it progressed, how you have a central person who can be the leader, it made me think differently. Now, I'm not saying I made a decision because Ethereum has a leader, he can also be corrupted. He can be bought, he can be sold, he can be manipulated. So we don't know how this is going to turn out. This is like really one big experiment. And give it 5, 10 years, we're going to see which one was the best way. So like I said, if you're just joining, please like the comment, or like this live. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't subscribed to the CNC, text the word CNC to 888-709-2614, get a link, and at least you'll get it's a video there. You can see how the CNC works. You can see how everything is broken down. At least you'll get a link and you can go to the page and see how it all works. So somebody got a good question. Is this a ETH chat merge only, or we can talk about all crypto? You can talk about all the crypto if you want to. All questions are open. I'll answer everything until the merge happens. We can talk about everything. So, like I said, if you guys have any questions about Ethereum, any crypto, to answer them, got 46 minutes until the merge takes place. We're going to walk by it play by play. But up until then, I'll answer any question that you guys have about really anything, as long as it regards to technology and crypto. This Bitcoin, I have a Bitcoin shirt on now. I don't know. It's called GEAUX crypto. Somebody gave it to me in an event. I don't know. He was supposed to send me like his email and his Instagram page. He never sent it to me. So I can't even shout him out. Everybody does like this shirt though. I don't know who the dude is. He gave it to me and he was supposed to send me more information. He never sent it to me. So, but I do like this shirt a lot. We got any questions here? To one, where's bras at now? I mean, 1 cent is kind of crazy. I think it's at like 0.000007. I mean, I don't think it ever. I mean, it cannot get to 1 cent and we'll still be rich. I mean, I don't know about it ever getting to 1 cent, man. That may be a little bit too much. 1 cent is kind of far because I think it's like let's take a look at it right now. I'll tell you right now. I don't I don't think on that, but I just don't think it can get to 1 cent. Let's bring it up. Let me get it up. Right now it's at point 0.000006. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would have to go up a lot, man. To 100, let go of 10, 100,000, 10,000. I think it would have to go up 10,000 times to get to 1 cent. I don't think, I mean, I'm sorry, that's a lot, man. I don't think it's going to get that far. I mean, that's 1,000 times for every dollar you put in. I don't know if it's going to go up that much. That's a lot. I don't think it's anytime soon. Nah, it's more than that. It's actually 10,000. It's 100,000 times. It's not 100 times. It's like 20,000 times. It had to go up like 15, 20,000 times before it could get to uh, 1 cent. I think that's highly doubtful. But that doesn't mean it's not a good coin. That doesn't mean it can go up 100 times. It just, 1,000 times is just a lot, or 10,000 times, or 20 times. So here we are right here. So, like I said, BitGert is at, see, it's at point 1, 2, 3, 4. It would take zeros. So every zero would be like 10 times, 100, 1,000. 10,000, and maybe about 20,000 get to 1 cent, 18,000 to get to 1 cent. It would have to go up. It means every dollar put in the Bitgert would be $18,000 for it to get to 1 cent. But it could go times, and it will only be 0.0001 cent. So I mean, I'm happy if it got one just moved over here. It was a one here. What's the best platform to buy crypto? Well, a lot of people use Coinbase. I don't have a problem with Coinbase. They said Coinbase was actually down though, so let's take a look at that. It could be. Every time there's a big buying demand, Coinbase- that's crazy that they're scheduled. No, it's not. They're not doing it. They did that yesterday. Like I said, we have about 38 minutes before the merge starts to happen. So we're just waiting now, answering any questions you guys have, breaking down concepts you guys have. Somebody says the audio is going in and out. I don't think so. So yeah, like I said, for people who have just joined, we are waiting for the Ethereum merge to start here in 38 minutes. We're answering any questions, talking, using this opportunity to learn as well as prepare our investments. And like I said, if you're just joining, please like the video. And also, if you're not already subscribing, please subscribe. So, like I said, is we are waiting for the merge to start. We got about 37 before the merge starts. 37 minutes and 28 seconds. This is an estimated time. It's really based on block times. Yeah, so Deborah, thank you for, I really appreciate you, Deborah, for getting the super sticker. Thank you. Is the audio good? I don't know. Maybe the internet's slow or something. Maybe I need to plug into the hard wire. That may be what the problem is. So we got a few minutes, 36 minutes before a lot before we start. Like I said, if you're just joining, please like the video and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Yeah, it's going to be a moment for the history books tonight. Hopefully it goes good, goes well. It doesn't break completely down. I don't think it will though. There's some smart people, they'll handle it well. Getting tired, man. I don't stay up this late normally. I usually go to bed by like 10:30. I feel like we need fireworks. Yeah, if maybe I can find a fireworks animation. I don't know. Yeah, we could put something like this. Let me see. These are backgrounds. Yeah, maybe I'll download some video. I don't know and play it. But like I said, is that these times in crypto, for example, when everybody's looking the other way, distracted by football, distracted by celebrity culture, distracted by all this other, distracted because you don't get the high anymore from it constantly going up. They've sold their crypto. They've moved on to other stuff. They've given up. This is the time when the millionaires are made. This is the time when people build generational wealth. This is the time when people create riches for themselves. During times like this, when it's down, when everybody's sleeping, not worried, this is when it. So you guys are up right now. It's a huge step forward for you. This is what it takes sometimes. When everybody else is giving up, you still here. And sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes that's all it takes. When people say showing up is most of it, I promise you that's a lot of success. Because 90% of people don't even show up. And I'm telling you that's what's so frustrating with me is 90% of people don't even show up. They're not even present. So just showing up sometimes puts you head and shoulders above the rest. I said we got about 32 minutes, 30 seconds uh, before the Ethereum merge starts to take place. So, like I said, if you're just joining, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. What we're doing right now, just waiting for the merge to take place, which is about 31 minutes and 32 seconds. Yeah. What do you want to know about the Ethereum merge? I want to show you guys a chart if I could find one. I can find it. Yeah. You guys in 1998 versus what it looked like 5 years later, right? On two charts that, there we go. Let me, I want to bring it up. Give me a second. I want to show you guys that you understand how technology works, how the adoption cycle works. People are very resistant to change. And my internet's slow for some reason. Weird. Maybe that's why the thing, everything's choppy. Let me see. All right, let's fast. So if we look at, this is a chart of the internet in 1998. Let me see if we can bring it up. So let me see if you got. There's a video I want to show you. Uh, let me go ahead. I want. All right, so this is, I want to show you guys this video because this is how the internet, which is the closest thing that we can use to kind of tell us, where uh where blockchain. What the heck is everybody talking about? Uh, I don't know what that is. Like I said, we're waiting for the merge to happen. We got about now it's 40 minutes. It just went up. So now we got to wait a little longer. Minutes until the merge. Remember, this is an estimate time. We don't really know for sure what time it's going to be. So we're back, right? So uh, we got about a few minutes until we got 18 minutes until the merge is supposed to take place. So I appreciate you. Uh, so we got about 18 minutes. Now the price of Ethereum, which could just show it's two things that could be happening. It could just be that there's jitters about them, or that there's some kind of inside information that the merge may be having difficulties. So we know what could be happening, but we're just watching it, seeing what's going on. A 0.5%, a little bit more, 24 hours, 1 point, uh, which is not really that much. Uh, so, like I said, it could just be jitters of the merge, or it could be something significant happening. I don't know. We'll have to see. It could be a bloodbath, could not be, because the thing about it is that because markets, the more uncertain, the the more likely prices are to fall. And because this is an uncertain situation, it could be that investors are just saying, look, man, let's just go ahead and sell. And we could always buy back in if it's okay. So it maybe causes some selling pressure on the crypto and causing it to fall. I don't know. We're watching it, right? Could go down to 40. I don't know where it's going to go. Uh, I'd have to do some chart analysis, but I don't know where it could go. But like I said, this is an historic moment in crypto's history. So right now we're just waiting for the merge to happen, which is going to happen in about 15 minutes. Let's get rid of this. Like I said, we got about 15 minutes before it happens. It's recovering a little bit. So take a look at it. It dropped, but it's starting to recover. Pre-merge jitters, that deep decline, about 20 minutes ago. A big sell-off about 20 minutes ago, but it seems it's starting to recover a bit here. So that was a big green candle here. So it looks like some people got it cheap and bought it back up. It's almost hitting to resistance at about 1600. The next resistance point is like to be around 1605, 1606. So we'll just have to watch and see. Said we're a few minutes away from one of the biggest historical events in crypto history. And please like the video, or if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. So like I said, if we got 135 people, I know it's like a few of y'all that haven't liked the video yet. So I need to see some likes come through. We got 198 likes. Let's see if we can get 10 likes here. I really appreciate it if you guys could drop a few likes. So we just reached oversold territory a few minutes ago. So it's actually it's rebounding now. So I think what's the next resistance? 1605. 1605, it looks like around 1605. So there's a recovery in effect. That was an oversell, probably due to the jitters of the merge. Like I said, people are scared, man. A lot of, A lot of people are scared because this, nothing like this has ever happened before. When it's, especially people that don't have the insight, the knowledge, the experience in crypto, they don't know what's going to happen. So it's causing a lot of weekends to drop out right before. A well bought in right now. So I just got news that a well bought in at 2 million. So 1604.76, right around $5. 1605 is the next resistance point. So, right, I said, if you guys are enjoying this live, please like the video. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. If you guys have any questions before, let me see how much do we have. So time go. Let me see. Hmm. Let me see. Give me a second here. So we got about 11 minutes until the merge happens. 11 minutes. So let's take a look at some of the breaking news. Like I said, if you're just joining, please like the live. And if you're not subscribed already, please get subscribed. So we got 8 minutes until the merge happens. So let's watch 9 minutes. Remember, is that when we talk about time in cryptocurrency, it's not, it's more like an estimated time. For example, if we said years, it's not exactly years. It's always, no, we can't, because time in crypto is based on blocks. Nobody really knows how long it takes for a block to get discovered or created because it's based on the amount of transactions that happens in a given amount of time. Now we can estimate it and say, well, maybe, this many, on average, around this time of year, this time of day, this many transactions happen. This is how fast the blocks get created. So we don't really know exactly. Estimate 8:35. We got to estimate 35 blocks to go. And this is the real counter. Is how many blocks we got left. It happens. So this time based on, it try to give us an estimate. So we got 30 left. So this is the real countdown, because everything in crypto goes by blocks, not time. So if we say the Bitcoin halvings in 4 years, now that's based on blocks, but we can estimate. That's why the times always change. Like today, it could be March. 3 months from now, we saw, well, move back to January, move back to June, and another year, well, it came up to January. The times will move because it's not real time. It's based on block time. So we got 32 blocks left before we move on to the next stage of cryptocurrency. This is a big, and a lot of you guys remember this for a long time. We got 29 blocks left. We got about 48 seconds. Like I said, if you guys are following me already, please do so. Also on Instagram, if you want to follow me on Instagram. And also, if you want to join the CNC, text the word CNC, 888-709-2614. We got 28 blocks left, about 6 minutes and 10 seconds before Ethereum moves over to a new way of doing business. So let's see where we'll wait. Let's see what the price of Ethereum's at right now. We're at 601, so we recovered from that drop. 16 break resist. We broke one resistance, the 6 to 16, roughly 1605 resistance. Yeah, so it's bouncing around in between there. It kind of went down a little bit, but we're just watching, see what happens. Roughly 6 minutes, 5 seconds, 26 blocks to go until we get a new age of currency. Yeah, I'm tired, man. I don't ever stay up this late. Block 22. 22 blocks remain. 5 minutes and 15 seconds estimated time remaining. We should be cheering. It's almost time to cheer. So one of the things we're going to see is that after it happens, if there will be a instant reaction in the price. Now, I don't believe it will be. I think it's going to take a while before the market reacts, but it could be. So it's kind of exciting to see what's going to happen immediately afterwards, right? 4 minutes left, 19 blocks remaining. Like I said, for people who everybody up tonight at 2:30 in the morning is probably a hardcore crypto fan, right? So this is a big moment for a lot of crypto fans. It hasn't been in the last 3 or 4 years. One of the original cryptos, the major cryptos that have moved from proof of work to proof of stake. This is a new, basically a new way of doing things. That's going to be more environmentally friendly, going to be more efficient, cheaper fees or gas, and a much faster, much robust, a more robust system that can have a lot more transactions than in the past. Now, with anything else in the world, when we have all these things line up, something's going to be more efficient, faster, cheaper. In any business concept or idea, if you put those three things and you add them on top of an already successful business, now the same thing's going to happen with Ethereum. This is, I strongly believe it. I can see a 2, maybe even 3 times return on from today until maybe early next year. 3 times is kind of high, but I'm almost pretty certain about 2, even in a bear market. And in 2024, we're going to see Ethereum pass $10,000. We're in a bear market. There's a lot of macroeconomic elements that are stopping it. So, I mean, my theory is that it won't be instant. I'm thinking 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 months before we see how the 2 minutes left, 9 blocks remaining. It's when I was a kid, but I'm going to see what happens. There we go. We got 1 minute, 10 seconds, and about 6 blocks remaining. 5 blocks in about 55 seconds. I should have downloaded some video or something. I have time. And 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8, target difficulty hit. The merge is starting right now. So the merge is started right now. So now let's check to see what the progress is. We're already here. We hit the target difficulty. The Ethereum merged proof of stake has just been triggered. The news is on Twitter. So they just triggered the. So we're just, like I said, big deal. We just broke 1600, so we're going to watch since now. Ethereum merge to proof of stake has just been triggered. So right now, there's a move over from proof of work to proof of stake. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to stay on for a little bit longer to see what happens. So we just got confirmation that Ethereum has officially merged into proof of stake. So we're 100% proof of stake now. So let's see what the price is doing. We are proof of stake, 100% over to proof of stake. So right now it's 1803. The technical everything over confirmation is showing that so now it's just a waiting game. A few hours. So like I said, is that we We got Ethereum. Extra price is doing well. Let's see if it can break that 604.74 resistance. Right now it's at 1603. Let's see if we can get it in. I'll at least stay with you guys until it breaks that resistance. 1605. So it does look like, yeah, look, the market is responding to this. It looks like positively. 16. So we just seen 11. We just broke a couple of resistance points at 15, 30 seconds. So yeah, so I mean, it is actually, it just broke one. Where are we at now? Let's take a look. On this. Yeah, we love short. Come on, man. I'm using my old computer. New one has a power issue. Yeah, yes. Two. We got 6 to the merge. Or right around the merge. 3 strong green candles. 3 1625, 1631. It looks like the 1633. It looks like the market is responding positive to this merge. Where we at 1636. So it does like the market. We got strong green candles going 31639, 1640. So it does look like the market is responding positively to this merge. It was a 40, but I guess they hit a resistance up there. Getting all back down to 1630. So 1640 is the new resistance point. Now it's come down. But that's just a little retraction. If something jumps up that high, you can expect a small retraction. So let's see if this upward trend can continue. It looks like it's going to continue 1630, 1625. Let's go. That's some people taking profits. Uh, yeah, we got a big red candle here. But it does look like so far, I'm going to stay on for another 10 minutes, but it looks like the market is responding positively to this merge. It hit two hard red candles. Let's see if we can pull out of that in the next few minutes. 1626. We got 1666.81 is our next level of resistance. So our next support line is around 1612, 1610 around. So it's at this support line now. So hopefully it doesn't break it, but the next hopefully support line and go back up. So we'll have to watch it for the next few minutes. It just fell below it. Man, that was a red candle. Like I said, it could just be some people taking profits, which I kind of think it is. So let's see if this trend can continue. I'll stay on for another 10 minutes to see what can happen. Back down to 16. See what happens. Like I said, I got to go to sleep in about 10 minutes, but we'll stay on. We'll watch it for the rest of the night. I mean, for the rest of the next 10 minutes. $16.13. like I said, if you guys are new, I would appreciate it if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it if you guys would do that for me. If you like what you're seeing, we got about 170 people in here right now, 20 or 30 new people. So if you guys, we got 224 likes. If you guys would like this video, and I would appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel, and that would help me out a lot. $17.76. So like I said, we got about 8 minutes. I'm gonna let you guys go for the along that. I appreciate you guys staying up. So if you've liked the chat, you've had a great time, drop a super chat. You can get one for 9 if you want to. You can get one for $3 or $4. You guys, if you could drop a super chat on the YouTube video. And also, if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel. Way past my bedtime, man. I don't ever stay up this late. But I want to be awake for this, though. Somebody said, "What is the CNC?" CNC Discord is a we have where we give stock plays, uh, signals, classes, and community, and we all make money together. So if I were you, I would take a look. Either text the word CNC to 888-709-2614 and get a link, and you can see what it's all about. This video, there's a video that explains it that you'll get if you text the word CNC to 888-709-2614, or you can click the link in the of the video. Like I said, I appreciate you guys too. Like I said, if some of you guys could do that super chat, I'd appreciate it. Leo Maris, thank you. It's really nice to be appreciated. Thank you so much. I'm glad it was a great experience. Back down to 603. So I guess that was short lived, but I guess we'll see in the morning when we wake up in the morning to see where it's at. It may just be some jitters or whatever during the night. So it'll be more telling morning. Thank you, Roger. Thank you, T. I appreciate super chat. I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, like I said, I had fun with you guys. It was nice. I guess coming into the new era of crypto with you guys. And I really appreciate you guys staying up with me tonight. And thank you so much for the super chats. I appreciate you, T. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate you. Thank you, P. So, like I said, I give you more minutes. I'm logging off at 3 o'clock. Like I said, if you haven't already liked the video, like it. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe to the channel or drop that super chat before you leave. Yeah, the merge went okay, Christian. So the merge was successful. We're now proof of stake on the Ethereum blockchain. So, yeah, so right now it's successful. We'll know more about it tomorrow, but they've successfully merged the two blockchains into a single blockchain. And there's no issues so far. But it looks like right after the merge, Ethereum price spiked up pretty high, but now it's retracting. So it's back to where it was. So I don't know what the price is doing. It just looks like there was the market doesn't know which way to take it. But the merge did end up being successful. I appreciate you, Bill Collector. Solana, yeah, Solana may go up also. Yeah, but it looks like Ethereum's falling down. It's like we'll know more in the morning. So I guess we'll take a sleep. Wake up in the morning. Maybe I'll jump on Instagram Live some more. Give you guys one more minute to drop those super chats. Like the video or subscribe to the channel. All right, so it's 3 o'clock. Try to get some sleep. Hope you guys have a great night. Thank you. Have a great rest of your night. I'm probably going to sleep to about 11 o'clock, so I'll try to jump on live 11, 12 o'clock in the morning. Hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for joining. Like I said, I never stay up this late, so I don't know how my body's going to react to it, so we'll see. So have a great night. Like T, appreciate you again for that super chat. I really thank you for that, man. So you guys have a great night. Think about joining the CNC and have a great night.